going on, YouTube? Welcome to the shop. Thomas here. I've got another bench that I made. This is something I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. I've had this, it's just been basically a collection point where I've had just stuff stacked on top of everything. And it was a mess. It's poorly organized. It was, a hazard, fire hazard, tripping hazard, all kinds of stuff. Plus I couldn't find anything. And, I've got such a small shop here that organization is a must, and that's really what this video is about. It's not so much about a bench build, although there will be the build at the end. If you want to watch the build, you can just keep on watching after my comments, but it's in time lapse, so it goes by pretty quick. But anyways, I have some, you'll see a before and after here, but one of the biggest things I had is I have like little acro bins, acro mills, or zag bins, whatever you want to call them, just kind of scattered throughout the shop and stuff. And I had little pieces here, some tools there, blah, blah, blah. And it's just to gather all that stuff together and make it more organized and easier to find. And also it frees up so much more space. And that's really what this is about. It started off that I was just going to be making a bench. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I'll add a drawer. It's not really a drawer. I call them drawers, but it's more like sliding shelves. And then it, turned into 2 drawers, and then 3 drawers, and it's turned into 6 drawers now. But which actually turned out really well, because like I said, I was able to consolidate a bunch of stuff. I had some stuff hanging over there, some stuff over there, some stuff over here, some stuff over there, and now it's all right here. So. And unfortunately, this top drawer right here, the slides, all these slides that I used were used. None of them are new. But this top one, for some reason, I've even changed them out a couple of times because I've got like multiples of these. But it just does not want to open real well. As you can see, it's kind of a struggle. So I'm going to have to buy some new slides for this top one at least. But other than that, everything works out pretty well. And I'm also, I've got in the drawer bottoms, this is 5mm under laminate. It's plywood that goes under laminate floor, because this is the thinnest plywood I could find. At least on this top one, I'm going to eventually put something like 14 gauge steel or expanded steel, so I can have extra depth, because it's just, I wanted a really thin drawer just for small, really small tools, really tiny stuff. As you can see, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but the rest of them slide out really nice and easy, and I like it. Like I said, it's more like sliding shelves than drawers. And I've got all these Arco bins, or Arco, I always say that wrong, it's Acro Mills bins and Zag bins and stuff. And I've got several sizes and stuff, and it's been a godsend basically. I've been able to consolidate so much junk and tools and supplies and whatnot into such a small area. On the bottom, I didn't put a drawer, I just have some big bins that I can just pull out. It's pretty easy. I didn't see a need to actually build another one, for that, and it works great. A couple construction or fabricating details is I don't have any sheet metal working tools really. I don't have the room. Maybe one day I'd really like to have a shear and a brake. That'd be great, a box brake and stuff. But I do have a welder, and I like using tubing and angle, and plus I have some other projects that I've been working on that you're using the same thing. It's just like this bench right here I just finished up, and I'm getting ready to make a cart for something else. So I figured I'd just make it all out of angle and tubing, and that's what this is. This is just angle iron that I mitered and welded up and attached some slides to. And as far as the drawer pulls are, this is just some stainless steel 3/4 inch long countersunk 3/8 16 machine screws, and I vibratided them or Loctited them in, so they don't turn. But you know, they're silver and they go, I think, pretty well with this Hammerlite gray. And it's, you know, since I used 1-inch heavy wall, which is 1/8 inch steel tubing, this thing is a beast. It's not going anywhere. I can pound on this thing if I want to. And as you can see, it you know, I'm not even completely finished, but I mean, it's fairly well organized. I've got, you know, I got my little stool right here. I like to use a mechanic's stool for this bench right here, so I can just sit and work. And also, I will say this: making it, you know, if you're short like I am, buying benches sometimes is not even an option because they're just too tall, and I don't like working with my elbows up. It's uncomfortable. It's not good biomechanically. With this, my elbows are down, so I'm able to put pressure on things. I can work, you know, it's all in reach. I highly recommend making your own stuff, especially if you're short. You know, one other thing is, like, I have a plywood top. It's a 1/2 inch piece of plywood. And originally what I wanted to do was either use 3/16 or 1/2 inch plate, but I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to use. And you know, I know they're a drastic size difference, but the reason why I was thinking about 1/2 inch plate is because I was thinking about putting some threaded through holes and some just plain through holes so I could attach fixtures and jigs and stuff like that. But then I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do that because of cost and stuff. That's why I was thinking about 3/16. And then I was like, you know what, maybe the best thing to do is just put a piece of plywood on here, put everything that you're going to do on it, and try to see, you know, how it turns out. So, and I'm glad I did that because, you know, this isn't a very big bench. It's only about 21 inches deep. It's 8 feet long, and I think it's 32 inches tall. So it's not a huge bench because I don't really have room, and I didn't need anything big. I've got my center bench that I do most of my like heavy stuff on, and so I'm kind of glad I went this way. And one thing I am probably going to do as soon as, you know, the scrap yard has any scrap 1/2 inch plate, because I got to finish this one as well with some 1/2 inch plate. But I was thinking, you know what, I still want to be able to do some fixturing and maybe add a vise occasionally, because I don't want to keep the stuff on here permanently because I can do other things without it. But I'm thinking I'm probably just going to get a 1/2 inch plate for this last little piece right here, and then put my through holes and my threaded holes just on this piece. So if I want to put a vise, I got several vices over here. I could actually just attach them right there, or like I said, I can put some 16 millimeter through holes, and Strong Hands makes a bunch of fixturing stuff for their tables and stuff. So if I just put a 16 millimeter hole, I can use their fixturings and their jigs and stuff, and you know, for like welding and stuff. Same thing with this center bench. I'm going to do the exact same thing with that. So it'll make weld ups and stuff like that a lot safer, a lot better, and you can clamp things together and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's turned out wonderfully. There is one kind of anomaly. I don't know if you can actually see it in the video right here, but like this top drawer right here, there's a little gap on this side. There's no gap on this side, and I'm not exactly sure why, because the bench is level this way, it's level that way, and the drawer is level both directions. But I still have a little bit of a gap right there. So I just left it there because it's level. Because I was going to move it up, and then I put the level on it, and it wasn't level. So I just left it as it is. But that's the only strange thing that came out of it. One thing I kind of wish I would have done is make this top just a hair longer, so the drawer pulls don't stick out. Well, they're going to stick out no matter what, but it would look a little bit more professional had I left this top just a wee bit deeper, and it probably would have worked out a little bit better. But like I said, I was using these. I just so happen to have, like, I don't know how many of these drawer slides I've got, like 20 or 30 of them. They're used. They came out of I can't remember where they came out. I just had a whole box of them. But if I had thought about it a little bit more detail, I could, like I said, I would have added a little bit more. But you know, it is what it is, and it works. It works fine. I mean, it's not like I catch on it or anything, but I think it would just look a little bit more professionally made. But I'm very, very happy with this. Like I said, it's super strong. It wasn't that hard to build either. It's a pretty quick build, and also that made it easier for me to put some more, couple more cabinets up here and a couple more bins up here. And I'm probably going to put a row of bins right here as well. I just haven't decided if I want to use this same size or if I want to use the next size up. I just haven't come to that because, like I said, with doing this, not only was I able to use all the ones I already had with this top drawer, I was able to add another 15 of these in here. These are all new. I didn't have these before, and I still haven't even filled all these things up yet. So I've actually got room to expand in here, on this drawer right here and down there, and as well as up here. And these 4 right here aren't used yet either, and most of these are empty too. So I've got a lot more room to expand in. So yeah, I'm super happy with this. I highly recommend doing some custom, cabinets, custom benches and stuff like that, because it'll save you, well, it may not save you so much as far as money unless you're doing it all yourself, but and depending on the price of steel, because it keeps going up and down with the tariffs and stuff like that. But but it's like I said, it's perfect for me. It's the perfect height. It's perfect width. It's just you can't buy it. It's perfect. I mean, you can't get it this way. It's best to make it, in my opinion. But if you're interested in the build, stay tuned. And like I said, it's time lapse, so it goes by pretty quick. All right. Let me know what you think.